Hi, my name is Dan Griffen. I'm the Director of Undergraduate Admissions here at SUNY Oswego. Um, Enrollment is at a very healthy point right now, I guess is the way I would describe it. Fall of 2013, we saw our largest new freshman enrollment in about 25 years, with about 1,500 freshmen enrolling. Applications for admission were up, and applications for admission are up again this fall. This fall, we're actually on the cusp of the most freshman applications we've gotten since about 1977. So that's pretty exciting. It's a different applicant pool. It's a different kind of student that we enroll these days at Oswego versus maybe 10 or 15 years ago. We're attracting more students from further away. For fall of 14, 90% of our freshman applicants were from beyond the central New York area. That's the highest percentage of freshman applicants from beyond central New York than really any time in our history. So we're definitely attracting more students from further away. That's also somewhat due to the fact that the upstate and the central New York market is shrinking a little bit. There are fewer high school graduates in upstate and central New York than there were a few years ago. And those population declines have not been as dramatic in places like urban, metropolitan New York or Long Island, for example. So that does explain some of the reason. But the application increase is exciting for the place. What it means is we're attracting a competitive group of freshman applicants. It means that we've developed the majors and the programs of study that students are seeking. In particular, we've seen some dramatic increase in our STEM applicant pool. STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. And there's been a very dramatic increase in applicants to those programs. Not coincidentally, of course, the new Richard S. Shinneman Center opened fall of 13, and I think that's partly, I guess you might wonder what came first, the chicken or the egg. Are we getting an increase in applicants because they knew the Shinneman Center was opening, or is the Shinneman Center opening more a matter or example of good timing on our part, seeing and forecasting this increase in STEM interest? It's probably a little bit of both, if you want to know the truth. For this fall of 14, we've seen a really nice increase in those STEM majors, in particular computer science, electrical computer engineering, software engineering, meteorology. Those are the majors in the STEM area that are showing the biggest increases. It's a competitive pool. It's a strong freshman class. Average SAT is on track to be probably 10 or 20 points higher than fall of 13. And from one year to the next, to see even a 10-point bump in SATs would be dramatic. And we're in that 10 to 20 point range right now, which is really pretty significant. We do very well with students from urban areas. We've seen big increases in the metropolitan New York area, Long Island, increases in the out-of-state market. We're on the cusp of perhaps the most freshman applicants ever from out of state, so that's pretty exciting. That's purposeful. We've, in the undergraduate admissions office, we've done some very specific recruitment efforts, made some very specific recruitment efforts out of state in places like New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Washington, D.C., even up as far away as places like Toronto. Just watching the shift in demographics, knowing that the upstate and the central New York market has been shrinking, we knew it was important to diversify our applicant pool and to go beyond some of our usual borders and attract students from further away. And so far it seems to be working. I use the term diversity to describe a lot of things. A lot of people use the term diversity when they're talking about race and ethnicity. And I certainly do that from time to time, but I also, when I talk about diversity, I talk about the majors and the programs of study we offer. The clubs and organizations, we're in a really good place right now, offering over 170 clubs and organizations. When I talk about diversity, I'm talking about where they're applying from, geographically, like I've just described. But in terms of diversity, as far as race and ethnicity, it's about almost 45%, so almost half of our freshman applicants for fall of 14 are from underrepresented backgrounds, and that is just tremendous. That will be, no doubt, the highest percentage of our freshman applicants coming from underrepresented backgrounds. And the enrollment has followed. Fall of 13, we enrolled. It was about 23 to 24% of the freshmen that enrolled were from underrepresented backgrounds. In fall of 14, we're again on track to have 23 to 24% of our freshmen coming from underrepresented backgrounds. So I think it's a testament to the place. We're attracting a diverse group of students. We're enrolling a diverse group of students. And those students are going home and they're talking to their friends and they're talking to their relatives and they're talking to their neighbors. And I think there's a really good vibe around Oswego right now as a place that's attractive to all kinds of students, where a lot of students can come here and feel comfortable and feel like they fit in. And so I think it's a testament to the place, it's a testament to our students, it's a testament to the programming that we offer, that we can attract a very diverse applicant pool. And again, I define diverse in a lot of different ways.